Ebonyi, a true reflection of how a man's vision and determination can change the destiny of his people for good. It's difficult to imagine that the radical transformation of a state once considered as the backyard of the southeast of Nigeria occurred in less than a decade, but that is the reality. A story of how one man can galvanize a people to change the course of their history, leading from the front. That man is His Excellency Governor David Umahi.
All my life I've been in the field. I'm a man of the field. I've acquired a lot of experience, working with expatriates, be it Saipens, SCP from Israel, be it the Germans, be it the Italians. I've worked with a lot of expatriates. And one thing I've found out is that the driving force and the major reason for their success is discipline, commitment. The time to play, you play. The time to work, you work. And so being equipped with all this, I do design, I do construction, and they give me a lot of joy. So I've been unusually equipped by God to do this job.
In less than 7 years, Ebonyi has recorded an unprecedented level of infrastructure development under the watch and direction of Governor Umahi. Construction of the Ebonyi State Centenary City was flagged off during the Martin Ilichi administration in 2014. About the same time, Nigeria commemorated 100 years of amalgamation. Governor David Umahi showed leadership and character by completing the project started by the previous administration. The Centenary City hosts some of the most important state institutions, including the new government house, Abakaliki, which houses the Governor's Lodge, office, and the Presidential Lodge. Others are the Security Lodge, the Executive Chamber, Press Unit, Power Section, and the Boat Cruise, amongst others. Governor David Umahi also built a compact network of quality roads and rebranded the Centenary City, making it one of the most successful Centenary City projects in Nigeria.
That place is the best place any man can ever be. Even if you are lost of ideas, by the main reason of entering there, you must be reasonable because you are in a very serene and a comfortable environment. There is no other executive council chamber I've ever seen as secretary to government in the whole country that is like that. It's simply the best. And I thank the governor for believing that even as council members, we should operate in a chamber that befit our offices. So that chamber is very unique, and I know that other states, we are pleading with them to come and copy from that chamber. That's how every executive chamber of the state should look like.
It's a concept that was copied from the United Nations Assembly. And I can tell you that the new government house is also a signpost of the new face of Ebonyi State. So these are the facilities that the governor put on ground in order to establish that something good can come from Nazareth.
No part of the state is left behind in this classic story of transformation. The Margaret Umahi International Market in Abakaliki is one project that has continued to put smiles on the faces of people of the state, particularly the traders.
Our beloved governor has done a lot to Ebonyans. You can see earlier before now, we used to stay in a back chair and we are not finding it easy at all. But as you can see the nature of the markets, everything is well arranged, well organized, good structures. So as he is an engineer by profession, he is directly affecting the lives of traders here. You don't erect structures anyhow here, and things is being done accordingly the way it should. So he has done a lot to us in the market here.
With over 5 lots, the market has a modern and spacious lock-up shops, a police post, a well-equipped fire station, and many more facilities.
This international market is one of the biggest markets in Nigeria. And this market you're looking at now, you can see how clean these markets are. And everything, all the infrastructures is here in this market. Talk of police station is here in this market. All the facilities which are supposed to be in international market is here. Bank is here. And the security is here completely. So, and the people are doing their business without any problem.
Apart from doing business here, traders also have the opportunity to improve their learning and writing skills. A section of the market is used for the work and study program of the Ebonyi State University, which offers continuing education to the traders under the Umahi administration's mass adult literacy policy. Another mind-blowing project is the construction and completion of the 5-floor shopping mall. Within the mall are cinemas, computer and digital technology outfits, and many more. The mall is a one-stop shop that offers multiple services and products to customers.
We plan to be in Ebonyi State. We want to be here. We want to bring our cinemas to the mall here, right next door. The best mall I have seen in West Africa, no doubt about it.
The shopping mall is like a corporate business center that is aimed at having on board exporters, importers who are from Ebonyi State, for them to be able to go to any part of the world, buy goods and services, and come to that shopping mall and get them sold out. And what the governor did was to construct a shopping mall that is called a microcosm, or the macrocosm of the Dubai Mall. In fact, it was a concept that he got when he traveled to Dubai. Over 5,000 number shops, that are there in that shopping mall. Now, the shopping mall is strategically located, as you know, in such a way and manner that once you come to Ebonyi, the capital city, you should be able to say, I'm going to the mall. And the mall is located, at the heart of the capital city. If you want to enter the mall, you must fly through one channel, and that is through the light tunnel.
This is the 4-way light tunnel, named after President Muhammadu Buhari. The architectural masterpiece in Abakaliki, the state capital, is a gateway connecting the city's major economic nerve centers. This has improved commuting and seamless access to all parts of the city. The tunnel also dovetails into the magnificent ultra-modern shopping mall in Bakliki and the Christian Ecumenical Center.
It was one of the 5-fold covenants that God gave to me. And God said to me, you build that ecumenical center. And like Solomon did, he said that any Ebonyi anywhere in the world that is troubled and we face the direction of that center and we raise his hands and call upon the name of God. God promised me we hear Ebonyi man or woman and we offer help. That is, so I obediently, it was Paul that was speaking and I said, King, I was not disobedient to the heavenly calling. So I had to do that, and I'm very happy that it was done very well. Each time God calls me an assignment, God is not interested in how beautiful that assignment is being done. He's not interested in how much money you put in. No, because 1,000 cattle in the field belongs to God. God is looking at the integrity of your heart.
I don't know the application of this thing, but Ebonyi and the things we are saying, it doesn't correlate. It does not correlate. And I'm going to say this, it is not just because His Excellency is an engineer. There are many engineers who can engineer themselves. But it's because somebody knows God.
Whatever thing we now hands upon, may it multiply to promotion and success. This is our prayer in Jesus' name.
The King David University of Medical Sciences, located in the heart of Uburu, is one of Africa's finest citadel of learning and one of the legacy projects of His Excellency, Governor David Umahi. The multi-million-dollar infrastructure is highly equipped with state-of-the-art facilities, from the administrative blocks to well-furnished blocks of classrooms, laboratories, hostels, sports center, and a serene environment that encourages effective learning. The university has quickly become a reference point in the country.
This university is a reflection of the vision and the mandate of the visitor to the university, His Excellency Engineer David Umahi, who conceived the vision to reverse medical tourism. And as you can see, this is a state-of-the-art university, and it is one of the few medical universities in Nigeria. It is a major milestone that we can attribute to the leadership excellence of His Excellency Engineer David Umahi.
The university has, in keeping with the vision, begun to bridge the manpower resource in the health sector. The project is a signpost of the governor's efforts at transforming the health sector in Ebonyi State. Today, every local government has a general hospital to meet the health needs of the people at the local level.
He has also upgraded 171 primary health centers because the prime focus of this administration in the health sector is primary health care, because primary health care is rural based and 70% of the Nigerian populace dwell in the rural areas, and also is preventive. So we have done all the system strengthening activities to ensure that these primary health centers are working. In the secondary health care, we have also upgraded 14 general hospitals. We have done landscaping because previously they didn't look like a hospital. So they are now wearing the looks of a conducive hospital environment. We've also fenced all the 14 general hospitals because previously the health workers used to be harassed, and the female ones even there were cases of rape because the hospitals were not fenced. But presently, all the 14 general hospitals have been fenced and secured. So the health workers have confidence working both day and night in these facilities.
His Excellency, Governor David Umahi, is a visionary who pursues his aspirations to full realization. The Ebonyi State College of Nursing, Uburu, is one of the prominent landmarks in Ohazara local government area. The institution prides itself as an outstanding college of nursing in Nigeria and the West African sub-region. Equipped with the finest facilities, the College of Nursing has modern laboratories, a sophisticated ICT center, practical rooms, and well-furnished classrooms. The Umahi administration has proven to be a support system to the teeming youths in Ebonyi State and beyond, whose dream have always been to pursue an academic career in nursing.
When the state was created, it was one of the fixed assets inherited by Ebonyi State from old Abia State. But since then it was abandoned until 2015 when he came on board, and he charged us to complete this facility. And today they have even graduated the first set of nurses, and we need these nurses as the middle level manpower to drive our health system. And previously Ebonyi State was the only state in the southeast that didn't have College of Nursing of its own. But today the trend has changed. We have the best College of Nursing and Midwifery with full accreditation from the Nursing and Midwifery Council.
Across the 13 local government areas of the state, the David Umahi effect is not only visible but also felt.
This governor has performed supremely, outstandingly.
You have to remember that Ebonyi State had nothing, was the poorest of the states. It was designated illiterate. It was designated guinea worm infested. It's far from that now.
From what seemed like a pipe dream at conception, the Ebonyi State International Airport is becoming a reality. Governor Umahi has committed to completing the project before he leaves office, and he is very much on track to meeting the target. When completed, the airport is projected to be the best in the southeast of Nigeria and rival both Lagos and Abuja for business volume, as well as attract both domestic and foreign investment to the state.
This is going to be the biggest, the largest, the most standard international airport in Nigeria. Considering the standard of our equipment, the standard of the facilities, we have gone beyond other facilities you can get anywhere in Nigeria. And I can tell you that right now we are at the tarmac, the runway. This is the biggest runway in Nigeria. It is 3.1 kilometers length and 75 meters weight. It should be the biggest. And you can see that it is made of complete standard concrete pavement, rigid concrete pavement. And you can see that the thickness is 35 meters rigid concrete pavement. Beyond the 35 cm, 350 mm concrete rigid pavement, we have the 50 cm stone base beneath the ground. And some places is even far beyond, depending on the soil structure of that particular area. The project, the actual construction in this site started clearing and started about a year, a little bit above 1 year. It's not up to a year and 6 months. That's when we started. And you can see how far we've gone. We are almost beyond 2 kilometers away with the runway, the tarmac. And you can see that the terminal is over almost 80%. You can see that we are at the last level. What we are doing is finishing the fittings, the roofing and all that.
In the area of sports, the David Umahi's administration has outperformed all its predecessors since the creation of the state in 1996. The Abakaliki Township Hall is home to the Salt City Football Club in the state capital. The stadium used to be in a sorry state with worn-out facilities, but it's a different story today. The people of Ebonyi State now have a completely remodeled Abakaliki Township Stadium they can be proud of. It's a beauty to behold and fully upgraded to host both national and international events. Outside the stadium is the official residence of the Salt City Football Club, which is a beautiful addition and complements the transformation of the stadium. The Ebonyi State Ring Road project is one of the lofty landmark achievements of the Umahi administration. The Ring Road project has provided improved and sustainable access to economic opportunities and social services. The project supports economic and social development programs of Ebonyi State and Nigeria as a whole through efficient and cost-effective movement of passengers and freight, especially agricultural produce. So far, hundreds of kilometers of roads have been rehabilitated, including the 177.81 kilometers of existing roads, comprising the 4 sections of the Ebonyi State Ring Road as follows. Section 1, 135 Ohauku Unweke, 35.48 kilometers. Section 2, Unweke Mwezenyi, 52.42 kilometers. Section 3, Mwezenyi Ndoko, 50.99 kilometers. And Section 4, Ndoko Izangbo, 38.91 kilometers. Total 177.81 kilometers.
I don't think it's been built anywhere in the country. You look at the 10 inches or rather 12 inches thickness. It is built to last. I can vouch you this can stand for more than 100 years.
The governor is devoid of greed. When you remove greed and put the people first, everything you get will go into service of the people. He has shown administrative adroitness and prudent management of our very lean resources. And we don't overinflate contracts. I can tell you on good authority that we do projects at the least cost throughout the country. For example, 1 linear meter of this drainage is done at 14,000 naira. In other places, you get them as high as 65,000, 85,000 naira. That means 7 times what we do.
How do we achieve this? When something comes to me, I sit down to make the calculation. I check the calculation, the bills. I know the rates. There is no element of construction item you ask me now that I will not tell you this is the cost. Be it, cost of concrete per meter cubed, and I can disaggregate the concrete to say this is the cost of cement, how many cement we use for grade 15, for grade 20, for grade 25, for grade 40, and what is it all used. There are different grades for different structures. Like the water structure is a different grade, the bridge structure for different grade, the road different grade. And so God has endowed me with this experience.
The roads contribute in no small measure to reduction of poverty through support to the growth of agriculture and mining, as well as engender regional integration between Nigeria and Cameroon. They call him the architect of modern Ebonyi, and that is not misplaced. Governor David Umahi has convinced all naysayers that his capacity and capabilities is phenomenal. Through the new map projects in Ebonyi State, the governor has solved more than 80% of the infrastructure challenges in rural areas by way of flood control intervention, provision of solar-powered electricity, and construction of roads in rural communities where there was none.
The new map, for short, is a World Bank assisted project initiated by the federal government of Nigeria to address the problem of land degradation in the whole of Nigeria. I'm so happy to announce to you that our amiable governor, Engineer Chief David Umahi, has demonstrated in many ways than one his commitment to this project. He has demonstrated ownership as far as new map is concerned. He has doled out approximately 400 million naira counterpart fund for the payment of project affected persons, compensation to project affected persons. And I'm so happy to announce to you that without the effort of His Excellency, we wouldn't have been able to complete these jobs.
No doubt, the Umahi administration in Ebonyi State places high premium on education. The establishment of King David Gifted Academy, Abakaliki, handed over to the Catholic Diocese of Abakaliki for effective management, is a case in point. Governor David Umahi's efforts at boosting agricultural production in the state is unequaled in the annals of the state. The Ebonyi State Fertilizer blending plant in Abakaliki has been modernized and upgraded from a capacity of 32 metric tons to 80 metric tons per hour plant. This initiative has scaled back unemployment in Ebonyi, as well as enabled the availability of fertilizer to farmers in the state and multiplied farm produce in the southeast region.
Without the current governor, we cannot be talking of producing fertilizer now in Ebonyi State. All these things you are seeing here were not there. You can see our fence, see the size of the fence, which was not there before. This place is as muddy and marshy as any place in rainy season. He is the one that has fostered the whole premises. If I can turn a little, this warehouse was not there before 2017. It was built by him in 2018. The other big warehouse was not there. The plant you saw us using to blend was not in existence in 2017. So everything we owe it to him 100%. What is happening now? You can see our administrative block. That construction, that building has been there since the time of the first civilian governor, Samuel. It's about 20 years old now and abandoned like that. It is through his approval on 23rd of January this year that we are about completing it.
Ebonyi is an agrarian state known for rice, cassava, and maize production amongst others. Before Governor David Umahi came on board, agriculture was left for the peasant farmers who had little or no knowledge of agribusiness. Today, Ebonyi under Governor Umahi boasts of a rice mill with an installed capacity of 24 metric tons per hour. This is in addition to 32 metric tons capacity and efficient rice parboiling plant, arguably one of the highest in Nigeria.
That rice mill, before His Excellency came on board, was not complete. Complete in the sense that there were some components of that rice mill that was not yet put in place. And when he came on board, he decided to provide the parboiling component so that the entire rice mill becomes composite. Have the processing aspect, the parboiling aspect, the bagging aspect, and so on and so forth. And so the Equal Modern Rice Mill is one of the best rice mills we have in the entire southern Nigeria. And His Excellency the Governor upgraded that rice mill from 5 tons per hour to a higher capacity. And the rice mill is still functioning optimally as at now.
He's up to task, he's up to speed, and he commits his energy and the intellect to his work. And I think, again, I can only say I'm proud.
The next 5 years, Ebonyi State is going to be the star. It's going to be the state that the masses of this country will be dreaming for. Because the next administration, of course, I'm going to initiate a number of federal roads will be, we initiate the dualization. I'm doing a number of them, but we also believe that anyone I can finish, they will do. And of course, they will do more. And we are also going to initiate a rail line that will run from Abakaliki, capital city, that will go to the airport. From the airport, it will go down to the university, the King David Medical University. And the vision will be to connect all our local government areas with, with rail line.
The present administration in Ebonyi State has unarguably outperformed its predecessors in infrastructural development and human capital development. Ebonyi State is now reckoned with as the fastest developing state in Nigeria, with numerous and attractive roundabouts, digital LED facilities, as well as street lights, adorning up to 20 kilometers of road in virtually every local government area of the state. Well-lit streets is clearly part of the governor's efforts to not only beautify the state, but improve security of lives and property. It's been a remarkable journey for the people of Ebonyi, with David Umahi on the driver's seat. Their story has changed in a most dramatic fashion, and their potentials unleashed.